Today's treasure tale takes us to Crockett County, Tennessee, for the story of three old nail kegs filled with gold coins and lost to time. Back before the Civil War, a wealthy factory and mill owner by the name of Solomon Shaw lived in a large plantation located about 4 miles north of Cageville, presently called Alamo, Tennessee. Shaw, like a lot of people during those days, didn't trust banks, so he hoarded the money he made from his mill and factory at his plantation home. It wasn't until the outbreak of the Civil War that Shaw decided he should hide his wealth to keep it from falling into enemy hands. Shaw used 3 old nail kegs to hold the loot, and being a wise and shrewd businessman, knew it would be wise to bury the barrels in different locations. He thought this would be the wiser move so that if one of his caches were found, he would still have the money from the other 2 hidden. Shaw entrusted a couple of his servants, likely slaves, to help him load the kegs onto the wagon. Shaw and his servants then drove the wagon and its precious cargo to the Forked Deer River, located to the north of Shaw's plantation about 2 miles down the road. It was somewhere here along the trail to Forked Deer River that Shaw and his servants buried the 3 nail kegs of gold in 3 separate locations. While the story does not say, it is likely that Shaw and his assistants would have marked the location by marking a nearby tree or piling up a bunch of rocks or something so that when they came to retrieve the gold, they would know where to dig. After completing the task, Shaw and his servants returned home on the plantation along Nance Road. Shaw laid low during the Civil War, just hoping it would end and the country would get back to normal. On July 14th of 1863, some men, possibly soldiers of the Union Army's 1st West Tennessee Cavalry Regiment, known for looting farms and businesses in the area, showed up at Shaw's plantation doorstep. The men found Solomon Shaw and attempted to interrogate him. The men asked Shaw where he was hiding his wealth, but Shaw refused to speak. The other men then began ransacking the house for any riches they could find. The interrogator then again asked, "Where is your money?" But Shaw maintained his silence, and the interrogator then beat Shaw. They took Shaw outside to a large tree where one of the men had hung a noose over a large low limb. They placed it over Solomon's head, where, still defiant, Shaw refused to tell them where his wealth was buried. Shaw was hanged for his refusal to comply. About that time, rebel soldiers were seen moving in towards the plantation. The men then fled the area for safety. Solomon never did reveal the whereabouts of his gold stash. Shaw's wife survived the ordeal by hiding in the cellar. Had the men not fled, she may have received the same fate as her now late husband. At the end of the Civil War, Mrs. Shaw, while talking to the now freed slaves, learned about the 3 kegs her husband Solomon had hidden some years ago. One of them told her that they had traveled to Forked Deer River along a well-used wagon road that's now known as Nance Road, and that they buried the 3 kegs in different spots off that road between the plantation and the Forked Deer River. Mrs. Shaw attempted to find the gold, but to no avail. She was unsuccessful in finding the kegs, so it's still possible they're still there today. And remember, 3 separate caches, so even if 1 or 2 have been found, it leaves 1 more for the taking. Who knows? Could be you. So if you're ever in Crockett County, Tennessee near Alamo, looking for a treasure lead, remember, fortune and gold coins are buried somewhere along Nance Road, near the old Shaw plantation and the Forked Deer River. I'd start off looking for landmarks that stand out. Visuals like these would have given Solomon places he could remember when he would have gone to retrieve the caches. Good luck. Happy hunting. Keep on digging it.
Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Hit that notification button to follow me on YouTube. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed. Good luck, happy hunting, keep on digging it. For even more to explore,